Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Izwan Zuhilmi bin Zamri. I am a group leader of Group 6. Our title of major project is Automatic Rice Cooker. Our group contains 6 members, including me, which is Awan Hafizuddin, Muhammad Zikri Adib, Muhammad Izwan Zuhilmi, Muhammad Naim Firdaus, Muhammad Ikram Aziz, and Jimmy Tiong. The introduction of product design specification, which is PDS. Rice is an edible starchy cereal grain and the grass plant by which it is produced. Roughly one-half of the world population, including virtually of East and Southeast Asia, is wholly dependent upon rice as a staple food. But the preparation to cook rice is not easy as we need to rinse the rice multiple times to remove all the impurities and make sure the rice is safe to be eaten. In addition, the time taken to cook rice is quite long as it is hard grain and needs to be soaked with water to expand. For working people, it can be difficult to prepare rice as they are always busy with their work. An automatic rice dispenser can serve as an assistive technology for people who face this difficulty. The purpose of this project is to find a better new form of automatic rice dispenser that will help all people to solve this problem.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day everyone. I am going to continue our presentation by explaining about our product design specification. For performance, our product should be able to dispense, rinse and cook any size of grain, cook rice faster than manual cooking, easy to operate, high power efficiency, excellent ventilation and drainage system, and can be controlled entirely using smartphone. For the size of product, the product should be small and can be fit in the kitchen. The product dimension for length is 41 centimeters, for width is 34 centimeters, and for height is 17 centimeters. For our weight of product, the product should be lightweight for easy transportation and change of displacement and can store up to 5 kg of rice.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Muhammad Naim Firdaus. So today I would like to present about product design specification in our product. In materials, it is safe and environmentally friendly, and the material of rice container is non-reactive to grain. The material of pot is non-sticky, able to handle high temperature and pressure, and non-absorbent. The material of washer is non-rusting and able to handle repetitive rotation. And our product cost can be up to 400 ringgit, including manufacturing and material cost. And the maintenance cost will be at least 100 ringgit according to period of use. And for potential customer of our product, it is can be used by housewife, chef, or anyone that can use it. And it is suitable for busy people such as working people, especially for working housewife that is no time for cooking for their family. And the operator's age must be above 18 years old and must avoid from children for safety.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Zikri Adib bin Hussein. I will continue present about the product design specification. For the safety part, the product should be eco-friendly. The product should not secrete harmful substances or gases. The product should be fused to avoid an overflow of current. The product should make of food grade material. The product should not be placed on or beside the high temperature gas. Thus, do not use abrasive cleaning items to wipe the product's surface. For the design, the color of the product should be attractive and ergonomic. The design must be innovative and futuristic. Thus, the product must be portable. For the maintenance, routine service and cleaning procedure should be clearly recorded. The need for maintenance of the product should be minimized. Thus, the replacement part for the product must be easy to obtain.
For environment, the product is used in the kitchen in a dry place. It's suitable in any places or random plug socket. The next is appearance or aesthetic. The product is a simple design. The dispenser with soft edges, and modern minimalistic design. It made with a stainless steel. The product will be available in many colors so that the consumer have their own choices to choose whatever color they want. It should be pleasant to the eye. Control button and interface connector should be highlighted with color and form for the convenience of consumer.
This this slide is the function decomposition of a rice cooker. There are 8 steps of the function decomposition for a rice cooker. The first step is the input. That is the raw rice that we buy from the supermarket, and then we will store the rice that we buy into the rice cooker that we design. And then we will disperse the rice based on different size and different kind into the next layer. And then we will rinse the rice with the water that come to the water input pipe that from the outside. And then we will disperse the water and drain the water they already used for wash. And then we will put the rice to the cooking layer. And then we will cook the rice with 10 until 15 minutes, and then we will get the output. That is the cooker rice. Slide is the morphology chart based on the ideas and the function. For the requirement that the product need in previous slide, we are discussed and met the each different type of the product design idea. And then we use the product design to make a morphology chart to find the best suggestion for the rice cooker. After we discuss and design on the design based on the function of rice cooker, we find there are 6 better ways to make the rice cooker, and we arrange all ideal design from first step. It is storage until the last step is cooked rice, and we arrange the making process with which design part is the better, and then we will use that part.
This is my assembly product and mechanism on how it works. The shape of my product is box, so it can be easily arranged and placed inside the kitchen. It can also be installed directly inside the kitchen cabinet to keep it hidden, so that the kitchen will look more futuristic. My product is divided into 2 sections. The first section will store and dispense rice grain, and the second section will wash and cook the rice grain. In the first section, the rice grain will be stored inside the rice container, and it can store up until 5 kg of rice grain at a time. The rice grain will be then being dispensed inside the rice pot through a rice dispenser gate. The amount of rice grain being dispensed is controlled by the amount of rice dispenser gate being open. In the second section, the rice grain will be washed by pouring water from water inlet hose that is connected to external water resource. The water will then drain through drain water hose along with foreign substances from the rice grain. Both inlet and drain hose is controlled using automatic control valve. A motor will then rotate the blade that is installed at the base of the rice pot to increase the efficiency of this process, and it will go on for 3 minutes before all of the water inside the rice pot is being drained. After the washing process is complete, water will be poured in again at a certain volume and a thermostat will be triggered. The heating plate will be hit, and this process will take about 7 minutes before the rice is completely cooked.
So next, this is my sketching for this product, and from top view, it is water in and water out, and this is the top cover for the automatic rice cooker. So from the side view, this is the container cover, and this is rice container, which the bottom of this part is something like cone shape, so that the rice can fell to the part below it. And in the second part, this part, the water will come in and wash the rice grain, and the water will be fell to the third part and will be sucked by a pipe uh, in it. So after the rice grain is successfully rinsed, this part will open up and the rice grain will fall down to this cooking part. And this cooking part, I use heating plate and thermal sensing device such as in the rice cooker in the market. And this is the front view. And for and is if the rice is successfully cooked, uh, the consumer just take out this part and this rice is cooked well. And for this, for this is such as instruction for customer. And from on the top this, the consumers can keep rice grain if they want. And this automatic control cap will be open up and the rice grain will fall down. And as I said before, the water can in this part and wash the rice grain, and the rinse water will fall down and suck out from by pipe. And then the rice grain will fall down and cook, and that's it.
This is the concept that I make. First, the rice is stored in the rice container. And next, the converging box is used to make sure every single rice grain will be dispensed. The motor below converging box will flip the pedal to dispense rice grain. In top, the water will flow from pipe. The motor will rotate the agitator to wash the rice grain. Then the valve will open for water to flow out to the sink. Then the motor will rotate to move the tray so that the rice can be dispensed into the rice cooker. At the same time, water will enter the tub to wash out the rice into rice cooker and to cook the rice. And the tray can be pulled and the pot is removable to ease the cleaning process.
This is my first cash assembly product of automatic rice cooker. Secondly, I have exploded view of my product, which is the name of the parts or components and the material that we use. Here we have lid that made from plastic, main housing also from plastic, LED display, electronic material, tub or drum, drain hose, alligator or pedals, flipper blade, water supply hose, drain hose, main container, and lastly rice basket, which is made from stainless steel. Thirdly, mechanism on how it works. Fill in the rice in the main housing that have tub or drum. In tub or drum that contain rice, 3 liters of clean water automatically flows out on the top of the tub or drum. In 5 minutes, the aggregator or paddles will wash and rinse the rice 3 times. The motor is used to spin the tub or drum, and after that, the water is flowing out in drain hose. The clean water will fill again in the tub or drum. The hole in the middle of the bottom tub or drum will open, and the flipper blade will rotate by using the motor. It will allow the rice and clean water to go down into the rice basket. The main container has a rice basket that contains the rice and clean water. The heating element in the main container will boil the water and cook the rice for 10 minutes. Lastly, the rice has been prepared in the rice basket.
So basically, this is my sketch of assembly product. And then this is the exploded view of my product. This product contains many type of parts such as lid, rice container, automatic cap control, tiny hole, rice basket, the hose for water in and water out, rice container base, heating plate and rice pot. I will explain the mechanism on how it works. First step, we put the rice in the rice container, and then in the rice container, 3 liters of water automatically flow in, and the automatic cap control will wash and rinse the rice. Next step, the tiny hole is used to allow the rice and clean water to go down into the rice container. Next, the water that have filled before will flowing out and the clean water will fill again in the rice container. The rice will heat and cook in 10 minutes by heating plate. Finally, the cooked rice has been prepared in the rice pot.
This slide is the design sketching. Based on the requirement they will need, I designed a first version of rice cooker with a modern and simple style, and it is easy to operate for each people, even the children. The overall concept comes from the water dispensers, which bring convenience to people who are busy at work so that they can eat cooked rice without waste a lot of time on cooking. It, it is made of different plastic materials and has achieved a lighter and cheaper cost. The first layer the first layer is rice storage. It is be designed to keep the brown rice in vacuum situation for keep the rice fresh and avoid the rice bugs from breeding. And the second layer is the washing and cooking two-in-one function layer. It can be used the application on phone to remotely control the cooking process. Just put the bone or food container at the rice outlet. They can then we can get the desired amount of rice, and it can control the machine to clean the internal itself.
After all of our group members have finished their sketches, next we have evaluation metric. The row here is concept and the column here is the criteria. All of our group members already discussed and gave the marks to each of group members based on the criteria. The highest total marks is Izwan, which is 130, and first runner-up is Naim, which is 125.
After having brainstorming session with my fellow group members, I noticed that there are 4 flaws in my previous design. First, the rice container structure is not strong enough to hold 5 kilograms of rice container. Next, the drain hose may be plugged during the washing process, and there are chemical hazards in the cooking process. And lastly, there are exposure to overflow of current. In order to solve this, I decided to make a few changes and add a few things in my previous design. First, I am going to add bracket to rice container base to act as a support to hold 5 kilograms of rice grain. Next, I am going to separate the washing mechanism from the cooking mechanism. I will also add another case that is full of holes and it will act as filters. And lastly, I will install grounding cable and emergency power off button as a safety precaution.
So for the discuss assembly from my product, I just add this part which this part will release steam, and I add LED panel so that the consumers can know the temperature and time for the cooking time. And from this metric table, for the part that I made, I add for the release steam from my discussion and we are with my friend. It is not suitable to put it on the top of the cover because if the steam go up, the steam will affect the rice grain at the top part. So which means it will disturb the condition of the rice grain and it can be rotten. And from the LED panel, I get plus for the easy to operate because it helps consumers to know that the rice is cooking or successfully cooked. And and from the LED panel also increase my mark in design that must be innovative and futuristic because now LED panel that has in product it has in many products such as water heater and rice cooker, which mean LED panel is important for that just for info for the consumers.
This is my assembly list cache. I did some modification on my first design. First, I make the corner to be more curved to improve the design and safety. And next, I put the hose for water to enter the rice rinser at the upper side of the rice rinser. Then I put the handle at the side of the rice rinser, rice cooker and rice container to increase the portability of the product. And last but not least, I put the grounding for my design to increase the safety and avoid overflow of current.
For my assembly risk cache, basically I only add timer at the automatic rice cooker. So the rice cooker will look more innovative and futuristic. So it will make the user easier to know the time.
This slide is my sketch for the for, for the improvement of first vision design idea. Based on the first vision product that I design is now perfect, I create a second vision product. It is based on there are some function and design is same as previous design idea. I'm adding another layer to separate the two layers to become the three layers. Top layers is same function as previous, that it is the rice storage layer, and the second layer will become the rice washing layer. The water will into the second layer, and the used water will exist from another hole which they have the net to avoid the washing rice exist together with the water. And the last layer also it is same as the previous design, that will become the cooking layer only. This addition changing is to improve the water dispersion system with adding more water passing. That's all for my second vision design.
After all of group members have finished their research and done some modification except is1, here we have few metrics, is1 as a datum. All of our group members have been discussed and give the points to each of group member. The highest total point is Ikram, which is 13 total points, and first runner-up is Jimmy and Awang, which is both have 11 points. In final concept, we as a group have combined our sketch and made some modification and add some futuristic design on our sketch. Here is our final concept.